Yeah, hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about something that annoyed me a little bit from yesterday night. I was reading my normal weekly manga, and I was reading this on one of the apps to Shonen Jump. I was reading Vibration Man on the Manga Plus app, and the final chapter came out yesterday because it got axed, and this makes me very sad to see because it had such great potential. I feel this has happened more and more lately that a lot of stories that tries to build up over the time like get untreated very badly. Why is this happening? It's like when you're reading on the comment on the app, everyone is like very hyping about it, like getting very excited about it, and then everyone is starting to become scared because it will be axed. Because it feels like something is happening with like the tempo. Because like, and we were right, it got axed. We were hoping it didn't, but on chapter 28 it got axed. Why is this? Well, it's because the Japanese audience decides everything. From my understanding, the people that buy the Shonen Jump and read in the Japanese manga apps is the one deciding on voting on like what is exciting and not. And if a manga series don't pop off in the first 5 to 10 chapters, it's so as I doomed. It will not be able. People are not reading it anymore, don't caring about it anymore. It feels like the attention span is too short, or like they need something action right away to make like satisfy. They can't build a story in the early, and this in a way I feel is like hurting a lot of character building and manga that they can't do like a slow and steady start and build up the manga. Instead, they have to rush into like fights, rush into action, and rush into like the plot of the series very fast. And then somebody has to evolve the series from that point. That's also why we get a lot of short manga, I feel like, at the same time, where like you see that the series is like only built for like 5 to 8 volume or maybe up to 10 volume because like yeah they had to rush the story from the start, and that's like how they had to finish it early too, if they're allowed. That's other story too. Sometimes the author is not allowed to finish a manga if it's popular enough. Okay, so what happened in Vibration Man? I will put a little bit spoiler warning here with timer if you don't want to hear about what I have to say about the story and you want to read it yourself. Um, it starts with like it's about powers, like my hero in a way. They test the main guy is like a guy with vibration power. He gets his power from a dose of like vaccine that they put in as an experiment behind the scene of the government. He starts like not be able to control his power, very weak, but like slowly in the series, like he started to get his character development. His powers evolving. He's becoming better. He learns how to control them, and it's very exciting to see like how this builds up. And like at the same time, it's like it's not a very light-hearted manga in my opinion. It's a little bit dark, but like how it ended is like the most annoying part. Like he finally have a big fight with one dude that was like after him. Like very like he finally activates his like limit point and like, and then they announce it like, okay, he's recognized as a hero. It's like, oh, very right. And then last chapter comes, you see like the bad guy, like the main bad guy, suddenly comes out of nowhere in the city and just kills a lot of people to test his powers. And then like, of course, the like main character's like slowly, but he comes there in the end, like saves some people, and then punches them away. And then it's like, this is how the hero, blah blah blah, his name, uh, got her, and then they end the series. So this is like a annoying situation. It's like it had the plot, it had the chance, and it was a great build up. From the point where he was recognized as a hero, this could have been a nice flow in the series to like move forward, slowly building it up. So, what's the problem here? Well, the action and the stories got great around chapter 25, 22 maybe. But the axe has been decided probably at chapter 15, and they have like, 220 somewhere. And it's like, yep, you have 8, 10 chapter left. Have fun. It's a annoying situation. I also was reading Red Riding Hood. Oh, I love that series. It was so amazing. That also got axed. It was such slow building, but it was so deep. The art was amazing. It was so much fun. The characters were so good in my opinion. And then it got axed. It's so annoying. But like, what can we do as Western audience? Nothing. Or the other thing, start buying the Japanese manga somehow and get adding survey or like reading on the Japanese manga apps and giving survey from that. Like, we have to do that if we want to have a speaking chance. But I don't know how the voting system works. I don't know how you have to do that. Like, you may need to have a Japanese residence, and that is sad thing. So, what does this have to do for us then? What do we have to do to like make sure that this doesn't happen? And it's nothing we really can do. What we have to do is just make sure you read a manga that already have 30 chapters. Because if it goes past 30 chapter, you can say that did not get axed. And I hate that. We can't really start a manga that's ongoing, like in chapter 1 to 10, without getting feared of it being axed. And that is a pain in the ass. So, I hate that. I don't like it. I remember I started My Hero around chapter 30 to 40 when it was ongoing. Very good then. I was so it was so good. It was so fun. And I called it to my friends, this will get the anime. And hold and behold, it became one of the most mainstream anime we have right now. And I think it was the 10th chapter after, the 2-3 chapters after I told my friend that this will get the anime, it got anime announced. I remember that. That was very funny. But yeah, so the manga industry is like hurting in a way. It's not hurting because it's doing very good. Like, there's many manga that's doing very good and many mangas that's like very popular. But I can see more and more that it's always the same building, the way it starts, the same stories, the same stuff, and like that's very annoying. You can like think like slice of life mangas is always the same start in a way. You meet the character, you meet the love interest in a way, and then like bam, we have comedy. We are building up the friend, we're building up the rivals, like slowly spicing in a little bit to make sure readers want to keep reading. Action manga. We go into he's weak or he's overpowered, depending on like how you start the story. He gets his power activated. He starts to become big already. He gets thrown into a situation that makes him like excited and like does it like fast, and like it doesn't slow down. It doesn't take time to explain a lot of what's going on most time before you get to like chapter 20 to 30 somewhere, and like if you know it's not getting axed and it's popular enough, then they can like start to explain more stuff. So like that's it's a pain. It's a pain, especially when you are really invested in a manga and this is what it got. Like, I hate it. I really hate it. It's not fun. It's not. It doesn't help the authors. I feel most sad for the authors that are like pushing all their hard work into the series and it just gets axed. You could clearly see the quality in the Vibration Man and the Red Riding Hood. And both of those was like so good at art quality. I really liked the art. The art was really selling it. It was just the build up was slow, and I think so. Like the problem with Vibration Man, it's an other hero series. People are probably tired of a hero series because of My Hero is like so popular, and I know a lot of people are getting tired of My Hero now. And Red Riding Hood was such a weird theme. Like it was setting based on the folklore of the Red Riding Hood and like wolves and like wolf hunters. So like in a way, I would say like Van Helsing in a way. So like it was a very interesting way to show it, but it took sort of time before it started becoming like very good. But the art was selling it from the start. That's the annoying part. I like it. I liked it. The story was interesting. But yeah, so what do we have to do with the future for this then? Is the question. I don't know. All we have to do is just hope that somehow the West can grow in audience and we can start having a saying in what happens. Like, Manga Plus is a good app to read, but maybe it has too little people reading it. And I don't see any way to like give a survey or something. Like maybe that's the future, that they have to get so many people reading it that we can start sending in our survey too of what we think about the series and like what we think. Like can we rate too, like what we like and not? Like can our votes have something to say? Like that's, I guess, the future of what we have to think about. So it's like, yeah. Well, this is not gonna stop me and my love for manga. I'm still gonna, if Vibration Man get an English release, I will 100% buy it, just to support the author, because I feel sorry. I already have Red Riding Hood as a set down with the 3-volume that came out English. I'm gonna get that. And I am starting to like slowly be like, I'm gonna start buying more shorter mangas just to support the authors, to show that, hey, you did a good job. There's people liking you too, don't give up. Like, that's all we can. If the authors have a social media, go give them a positive note, show them like love. That's like what we have to do. Like, there's nothing else. We just have to sit and wait and hope for the best. It's annoying, but that's how the manga life worked for us in the West. But with this, I have spoken what I think, and maybe I would call this like a rent time. I'm renting. Maybe we'll do a little bit more of this in the future. But I thank you all for listening in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day forward. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye!